Hey, what's going on, everybody? Once see that you're like, we finally got rid of the guy. Yep, he signed off. Even his stabilization bar, his old gimbal stick, revolted against him, and the battery died, and the camera went flip flopping all over the place, and he still won't shut up. And yeah, that's me. So once again, I'm back. I'm Manny Vitelli, the host of Manny Vitelli's Wolfpack, and that's what we're going with right now. And I'm looking at this to see as far as going live, and it says live, but I want to see yes on the on the bottom of the screen. It does have. This is an accomplishment for me to be able to do anything IT, and I'm losing my voice here, so this won't be long. I promise it'll be painless. Um, Switching things around from My Fighter War to the Wolfpack and doing stuff with Wolverine Harley Davidson and so on and so on. So I just had to do my little IT typing fun stuff, and somehow it actually worked. So this is actually official now because why? Because it's social media and it says so on the bottom underneath my name. Manny Vitelli's Wolfpack. So there you go. Anyways, guys, as you can see, I am home now in the studio and trying to relax a little bit. I got my exercise, like Doc said, told me to do, and now I this time off. You know, they say the old cabin fever and idle mind is a devil's workshop and all that. Well, that's the last freaking thing that I need. So what I'm trying to do is while I'm off, while I'm sitting here, just trying to think of so many different ways to be productive, so many different ways to, you know, to improve on what I'm doing, and and things like that. And that goes for everything that I'm doing with anything with social media, as far as my fight or war, as far as going with now with the new page and the new podcast that I'm going to be hitting, and really trying to move forward with the Wolfpack, to try to get more involvement. I've had a lot of people that I've talked to that want to come on and talk, but you know what? To each their own as far as dealing with my fight or war, dealing with the recovery, the addiction, and all that. As all of us that deal with addiction, the very first thing is the acceptance and dealing with it, and owning what it is that we're dealing with here, and that's up to us to take that first step, and that's a freaking hard step to take. It's scary, and for some people, like me, live stream, you can't shut my ass up. I don't have a problem coming on here and talking for an hour all by myself, but that's me. Some people want to do that. Some people have no one to talk to physically, that they feel comfortable with, whether it be family or friends. They don't have that comfort zone. So for them, the only outlet is social media. The only outlet is My Fight Our War, along with all the other amazing families out there that are doing the recovery. And that becomes their family. And that's why we do this. That's why we do, to reach out and help, try to get these people to know that they're not alone. But it's scary. And so what we all try to do is create a platform that is comfortable for everybody. Everyone's platform is different. Everyone who creates a show, everyone that creates a family on social media creates it with their own thoughts and ideas, their own rules, regulations, whatever it may be. And I will never ever slam anyone for anything if they're trying to help in recovery and addiction, all that. Man, I'll be right there to help any way I can. Um, Doesn't mean that I agree with the way that they're doing things, just like people don't agree with the way I'm doing things. That is great because it offers a lot of different outlets for people because there's no one way. There's no one way that says this is how you got to do it or else it doesn't work, man. It's just not how it is. It's not how life works in general, man. Um, but that being said, even with the people that are offered all the things in with social media, it's still a little bit. It's still intimidating. I've had some people that wanted to come out and talk and tell their story, but they won't do it on a platform that is based on recovery, addiction, even though that's what their issue is. They don't want to put their name with that association. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's their right to not want to do it, just like it's our right to want to share our stories. So that being said, I keep thinking of how can we get these people? Their voices need to be heard, man, just like anyone else's voice. Because of the way they feel, it doesn't make their story or their feelings less important, man. It we just have to figure out a way. There's always a way to make something work. I hate it when people say, "Well, we've tried everything. There's nothing we can do." Bullshit. There's always something that can be done. So that being said, too, I hate that. That being said, some of the shit that I say, I irritate myself sometimes. So I apologize if I'm irritating you guys. Um, so I'm trying to think, what can I do to help those that want to talk about anything, whether it's addiction included in that, but maybe they've got stuff going on in their family and personal life. I mean, family issues, domestic issues. I mean, you're talking serious shit here when you're talking addiction, recovery, domestic issues, personal issues, private issues, family issues, financial issues. These things, when you roll them all together, you're talking about a time bomb ready to explode. But that's life. That's what we deal with. But let's not put boundaries on everything. Let's try to figure out how we could kind of separate it, bring everyone together, and let's work this shit out. And with the wolf pack, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want. I want you guys that have something that you want to discuss that maybe you don't feel comfortable because you don't want to put it on a recovery platform because of family, friends, somebody seeing that, associating with you with that, and that's fine. So we can talk about it on this platform. And even though we're more or less discussing the same thing, if that little bit can change someone's mind and get them out there to share their voice, man, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what? We're helping. And isn't that what it's all about? Is helping. So you guys, I really hope that you jump on here because I could really use your help. And let's and pushing Manny Vitale's Wolfpack and pushing it just as hard as we are as far as My Fight Our War, because opening this up to help people is what we do. And it's not just words. It's not just something that's said to try to get followers and all that shit. Screw that. I don't care if I have one follower, if I have 10,000 followers. It doesn't matter. If we can get this open up this platform for people to feel that it's okay to feel the way they feel. It's okay to have a voice. It's okay not to be like everybody else. So that's what the platform, what. And if you want to come on and talk about, stuff as simple as, just jot down a few things. I mean, this is stuff that is daily that you throw on with, daily activities, man. Just, events that are going on in the world. There's sometimes with all the stress that we deal with in our own personal lives, we all are, we're thrown into this melting pot of people that we have lives and family and friends throughout the entire world. And with these issues going on around the world, those are, worries and concerns that affect us. So, nothing is off limits, man. I mean, the emotions are real. The emotions are deep and let's talk about it. let's get it out instead of sitting in that corner, instead of letting things brew, instead of being pissed off and angry and not saying anything. Throw on your phone, man. Type in a few little words to me. Say, you know what, man, I'd really like to talk about what's going on in the world with this, and that. And the thing is, you know what? I'm no freaking expert at anything when it comes to world events as far as history and this and that and politics and all that. Trust me. And that's not the point. The point is what's behind that, which is the raw emotion that is causing all of this to happen to everybody. That's what I mean about, reaching out to, the person behind the name, the person behind what they want to talk about, which stems to the emotions, which stems from the topic. It can be anything. You know what, you want to flip flop it and kind of ease this up a little bit and have some fun. We could talk about sports and entertainment. We can go from one extreme to the other. Sometimes we can combine the two, man. If you're having some serious issues about something in current world events and it's in another part of the world and this is going on and you're worried about loved ones and family and friends and all that. And also when we discuss that, all of a sudden you're a huge hockey fan, which game 7 tonight, Stanley Cup Finals. Next thing you know, you want to talk about sports because for that little bit of time, transitioning from what we were dealing with over to, talking about something totally different can help you, help free up that tension, that anxiety. And, I'm no freaking doctor. I have no training at all, except, I'm one of you, man. I'm human. And I have screwed up my life inside out, upside down, more than most of you. And then just as much as some. So the thing is, we don't have to have degrees. We don't have to have all this education to help and to reach out. That's all I'm trying to do. So, like I said, let me know what you want to talk about, man. Shoot me a message on Messenger. Go to Manny Vitale on Facebook. You can find me there. Go to My Fight Our War if you want to do that and get a hold of me on Messenger or send me a message on that. Email me. It's mvitale20@yahoo.com. You can get a hold of me that way. Send me a message. Manny Vitale's Wolfpack on that page. Send me a message, man. Reach out. That's the first step. And then the next part is all of us so we can share and connect and help. All it takes is one person with a voice, one person with a shoulder, one person with a heart and a soul and the caring and the sympathy and the motivation and support. And there you go. So I'm not saying I have the words to solve the world's problems. I don't. But I'm saying is I'm trying to do something, which is better than sitting around doing nothing. So that's it, folks. And we'll leave it at that because I'm pretty much losing my voice. And but I really hope you think about everything that I said. And it sounds very intense, and it is. But at the same time, with this page and platform, that I really hope that you can see where I'm going with it and why I'm doing it and what it could be, because I feel in my heart that it could do a lot of good for a lot of people. And I'm not going to give up on it. And if I have to sit here and if I talk to myself all freaking day, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk to myself all day until I lose my voice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off until I can get my voice back. I'm going to come on and I'm going to talk some more. And I'm going to keep talking until that one person who wants to reach out but isn't sure and thinks I'm maybe just full of shit and I'm just talking a good game. I'm going to keep talking until I can reach that person, that one person who then can open up and say, you know what? There are people out there that care. There are people out there who can help just by listening. A lot of times you don't have to have all the freaking answers. All you have to do is have, some compassion and listen. Sometimes the best way to help isn't to sit there and tell people what to do. Sometimes the best way to help is sit there and let them talk. Sometimes their own questions and answers can be answered by themselves as they're talking to us. So I know that got kind of deep and a little bit weird and all that because, like I said, I want this to go in every single direction possible. I want it to be intense. I want it to be serious, and I want it to be sometimes a little overwhelming. I want to cross that line, and I want to be edgy and no sugarcoating stuff because in real world, the real world doesn't sugarcoat shit for us. I'm sorry. The real world is tough. It's mean. It's ugly. It's vicious. And it's also beautiful and caring and loving and supportive. Let's find that line right in the middle and let's freaking do something about it. So, yeah, I really hope this, maybe connected with somebody. And if it didn't, I'm going to come back on and try again. If it didn't do it, like if it doesn't do it again, you know what I'm going to do? You guys are going to get sick of seeing my face because I'm not going to give up. So come and check me out on Manny Vitale's Wolfpack and let's talk, you know. And if there are other issues, please join me at My Fight Our War. And we can go from there as well. There's platforms for you. There is always a place to talk. Always the uh, the help is there, the caring's there, the love is there. All you got to do is take that first step. Then it's up to us to back up all this stuff that we're saying and be there and do something. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great day. And I really hope that some of this got through to somebody. And if not, I'll be back. So until then, you guys have a great day, man. I love you.